Welcome to Iowa Pagan News, your informative internet radio station catering to all pagans worldwide. We are dedicated to bringing you the very best in music, news, events, and lots of fun stuff. Come tune into our new podcast at www.plrdn.podbean.com. Now, here's your host, Lou Silverwolf Williams.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Pagan Artist Spotlight on the National Pagan Network. And as usual, I always have to say thank you, and actually to my special guest this afternoon, Virginia Ackley, who has been so kind enough to record our promos here. So I always have to say thank you for that, and appreciate you doing that for me there, Ginger.
Glad to do it anytime.
And definitely want to thank you for taking time out to come join me. Now, you are one of the 19 artists that are appearing on the new Red album. That's due
Absolutely.
out.
Yep, very proud to be there.
Yep, as well as everybody else who I've talked to so far. And everybody's been excited about this, and some of them actually had to come up with music off the top of their head to be able to input into this new album. So everybody's been flying by the seat of their pants lately.
It does happen. It does happen. But all of the songs are original to the album. So it's I think it's going to be a really impressive body of work.
Yep, that's what I've been hearing so far, and the one teaser that I've heard so far that Sue put out, I did have to tease her about that just a little bit. It's like, because when I first heard it and the intro of it, I'm like, wait a second, time out. It's like, since when did we start using the intro to Hawaii Five-0?
I bet you got her on that one.
Yeah, it's like I had to tease her just a little bit about that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved it. I love that teaser. So
Me too.
But now, besides that, what else have you been working on lately?
Well, let's see. I've got Enchantica, the album, out, and that's comprised of chants and songs that have been written during the pandemic that I've played on my weekly show called Enchantica. It's every Wednesday, and it started out just as a way to bring folks together that were feeling the effects of the lockdown and feeling very isolated from each other. So we've been able to come together with the music over the past 3 years, and it did actually turn 3 years old the 18th of March. So we have people from all over the world now tuning in, and it's amazing how the music has grown in that. I've also got a children's book out now. I've got a second one that's almost ready to publish, and a third one in the wings. So that's going along swimmingly too. Okay,
now do you have that on your website?
Actually, yes, I do. All the information about all of my music and the children's books is on my website at gingerackley.com, and you put it right up there. Perfect.
Yep, definitely want to make sure I have both of those, because I know that Enchantica is very important to you, and everything that you're doing there and everything on your website. So want to make sure I had all my bases covered.
Thank you.
So let's see now, with the upcoming festival season now, are you planning on making appearances at local festivals this year?
Yes, I've got, let's see, the 14th and 15th of April, I'm going to be in Conneaut Lake, Pennsylvania. That's I kind of started it this past weekend with a concert in Youngstown. The next is going to be a paranormal psychic fair at the historic Lake Conneaut Hotel, which is always fun because there are a few extra spirits running around the hotel, so it's always a pleasure to play there. I'll be, let's see, I'm looking at my calendar here to make sure I get them in the right order because I'm excited about the season that's coming up. Let's see, April, May. The end of May, or beginning of May, end of April, I'll be at Our Haven for their Beltane festivities there, and that's one of my favorite places to play, Earl. I absolutely adore the people and the land out at Our Haven. It's in French Lick, Indiana. If anybody needs information, they can contact me about it, and I will get them steered to the right place. And then I'll be there again the beginning of June for something called Toad Fest, TODE. I don't think we're licking any toads. It's just I'm not sure what toad means, but we're going to sing and dance and have some good times on the land. Right after that, I'll be up in Eagle Cave, Wisconsin, for Chrysalis Moon. That'll be June 8th through the 14th. And I'm really looking forward to that one. That's a new venue for them, new camping area, and it sounds fantastic. And I have to say that is one of the best run festivals I've ever attended.
You and Brian both be up there.
Yes, we will, and Sue will be up there too. I think Primal Rhythm, I think, is going to be there. See, I'm not going to be at PSG, but I will be. Let's see.
Well, it sounds like I may have to just make a trip over to Eagle Cave this year.
I think it'd be worth it. I think it sounds like the amenities there are just going to be wonderful. It reminds me very much of a festival I used to go to called Summerland. And Summerland, it was run so well. It was at an event site that handled weddings and all kinds of things like that. And so we had really good kitchen availability and very good food available, and just all of the infrastructure was great. So it sounds like it's similar to there. And I'm kind of interested in exploring the cave too. I love caves.
Cool.
So I'm planning on being out at Starwood. I'm going to be at Pan for one day on the 8th of July. Starwood's the 11th through 18th or 17th of July.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just not sure. I keep getting requests all the time. So I keep my website calendar updated. So if you want to know where I'm going to be, that's the best to find out.
Excellent. Okay. Now, I've been asking this question to everybody. Now, granted, I know you've been at this for a long time, but with all the music that you've done, what would you say has been the one song that has stuck with you the most?
Oh, I think that would have to be Moon Lady. Yeah, that's the one that has stuck with me the most. I remember the point in time when it was written. I remember when Brian Henke first heard it and fell in love with it, and that's what sort of prompted the Elf King's Horn album. Mm-hmm. And then it's sort of been taken as a special song by several people, and they constantly request the song, whether it's a concert or sometimes even on Enchantica. So it's one of those songs that kind of sparks almost a little movie going on in my head when I'm singing it. It's the song that tries to answer the question, if an elven woman fell in love with a human lad, how would she get him to cross over to her side of the forest? So
interesting. Okay. Now, I know that the elven world, and okay, I always try to learn something new because the elven world is either similar to or separate from the Fae folk, right?
Well, in this song, it's pretty much the Fae. It's a she situation. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I with so many mystical entities that we deal with, that I never know if one is separate from the other or if they pretty much all kind of coincide. Is I
Or
know
maybe
that.
maybe it's sort of like parallel worlds, parallel universe sort of things, and there may be some crossovers here and there.
Mhm.
I'm not sure exactly how it works. I know there've been enough experiences with people that there's got to be something to it.
Yeah, I would definitely agree because I know that a lot of us, a lot of the artists have all paid tribute to the Fae folk, and other mystical realms. And it's like, I never know if they all kind of conjoin or they're separate or what. So that's something that I've always kind of wondered about. But yeah, that would be an interesting concept about an elven woman who is basically wanting to be with a human male mate and convincing him to cross over.
Yep.
That would be interesting. All right. Now, let's see. There's going to be a couple of videos of yours I was going to play this afternoon.
Okay.
Um, First one is going to be Green Woman.
Oh, yes.
What was the story behind this one?
Well, the story behind Green Woman, during Enchantica, there was a discussion or a request at one point. Someone wanted to know if I had a Green Man song, and I didn't, but I had a feeling it would come, and it certainly did. 3 days later, I was with this individual and another friend, and we were in a park having kind of a crone circle sort of thing. And the park has got all these beautiful, beautiful oak trees, really old oak trees. And I played the Green Man song, and we three looked up at the same time, and we all saw what appeared to be the Green Man there in the oak leaves. It looks like they formed the Green Man and then just sort of faded back to leaves. It was all three of us saw it, so I know it wasn't just me. But I played that for quite a bit in Enchantica, and then the question was raised: well, if there's a Green Man, is there a Green Woman? Which for me immediately raised the question: if there's a Green Man song, is there a Green Woman song?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was sort of playing with the idea. I had a whole page of just random words and thoughts and that sort of thing written down, but they never quite gelled till one of the people in Enchantica, Paula Beth, gave me the name of an ancient British goddess, Ellen of the Ways. And all of a sudden, all of the words, it was almost, you could almost see the words just coming together and forming the verses and the chorus. Because Ellen is a very liminal goddess. She is there at the edge of the woods. She lights up the path. And if especially if you're feeling down or you're unhappy or uncertain, she will light the way, and you can get this beautiful energy from the woods and from the forest, from the wild. And so the Green Woman song was written and performed. And the first time I did it in Enchantica, there was a raging thunderstorm going on while I was doing it. And it was just, and I love thunderstorm energy, but I finished that Enchantica. and got up because it was kind of a weird light coming from the window. And I saw a double rainbow and 3 deer walking in our cul-de-sac here in Cleveland. So I think Ellen of the Ways approved.
Sounds like she did, yes.
Yes.
All right. This is going to be Green Woman.
Green woman stepping in the forest glen, trees bowing low as she dances in. Green woman, wild woman, strong woman, tree woman, earth woman, dear woman, real woman, true woman, Ellen of the Ways. Green woman walks where the deer have been, lighten up the path to call you in. Green woman, wild woman, strong woman, tree woman, earth woman, dear woman, real woman, true woman, Ellen of the Ways. Green woman dances where the spirits play, shining in the moonlight that's bright as day. Green woman, wild woman, strong woman, tree woman, earth woman, dear woman, real woman, true woman, Ellen of the Ways. Green woman knows where your soul has been, come into her green, let the healing in. Green woman, wild woman, strong woman, tree woman, earth woman, dear woman, real woman, true woman, Ellen of the Ways. Ellen of the Ways. Ellen of the Ways.
That was a really good video.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And yeah, I love how that song came together. It's that's one that's going to stick with me for a while.
Good. I was very tickled this past weekend. I performed at a UU church in Youngstown, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And to help promote the concert, the pastor picked Green Woman to put on their webpage. And I thought that was wonderful. So I sang it there again, and people were singing along. It was wonderful.
Yeah, that's one of those songs that you find yourself singing along to, and and like you said, that one's going to stick with me for a while. I mean, it's one of those songs that will stay with you. Cool. All right. So, anything new that you're currently working on, though?
Oh, well, I've been putting a lot of work into the Red album. Of course, that song is done and everything, but I'm continuing to work with the interviews and with the media contacts, and also with I have an embroidery machine that I'm learning to use, and some software. So I've been working on some embroidery things for the project as well,
Oh,
as well as some embroidery for a little a little chant that was given to me right after the beginning of the war in Ukraine. And so I have the sunflower chant, and then I started getting pictures in my head. So I've been trying to make some embroidery patches and stuff to help support the war. So I've got, as I said, a second book that I'm looking to publish soon. The artwork's almost done on that one, and then a third children's book as well. And there are always new songs that are coming up. Last month, the Muse has got such a sense of humor. She really does. Just before Enchantica was supposed to start, I was kind of given not one, but a whole set of 5 chants for the elements and spirit. And that's, I was able to sort of draw them out 1 week at a time. So each element had its own week. But I think at Beltane, at our haven, listening to what the Muse is telling me, she wants to see them pulled together in a ritual. And it was an interesting way that the words came into being, because each element comes from their direction and is answering the call of the people in the circle, saying, I am air, I come. I am fire, I come. And of all 5, the call for spirit is the one that really sticks and resonates, because as you seek me, so I seek you. As you seek me, I come. So I think it's going to end up being a very, very powerful and very good ritual.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
I would definitely have to agree with you, just from the sounds of it. I'll be interesting. I'll definitely be interested in hearing that once we get it all put together. So
yes, well, it's definitely going to be on the next set of recordings. So
okay, now, in fact, the next one that I was going to be playing here. Let's see, get back to it here. Yeah, it's actually going to be Sunflowers, actually.
yes.
So, we'll go ahead and play that one. And this is, you would put this together for Ukraine.
Right.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and do this one here right quick.
Sunflowers. See the sunflowers on the hill. In our huts they're shining still. Beyond this time of war and pain, we will see them bloom again. Blossoms in the barrel of every foreign gun, seeds in every pocket until our freedom's won. the sunflowers on the hill. In our hearts they're shining still. Beyond this time of war and pain, we will see them bloom again. Blossoms in the barrel of every foreign gun, seeds in every pocket until our freedom's won. See the sunflowers on the hill. In our hearts they're shining still. Beyond this time of war and pain, we will see them bloom again. Blossoms in the barrel of every foreign gun, seeds in every pocket until our freedom's won. See the sunflowers on the hill.
For Ukraine, for the world. Wow. That was
on there, Virginia.
That was a very early, I mean, that was right after it was written, that I recorded that little bit. And it has had such a cool and interesting journey since. I played it, I've played it at every Enchantica since.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to gather energy every time we sing it. And people are really putting out the energy for the right kind of peace to happen in Ukraine. And you can feel it. You can feel a push. And as I'm very fond of explaining, I'm a single person, and I will form my intention, and that's a nudge. It's the way magic works. It's a nudge. It's not a big push, but that my nudge can join with your nudge. And then our nudges can join with other people's nudges. And those nudges are connected in energy and intent. And I think they end up having a real effect. And it's something that I can't go over there and pick up a gun to fight, but I can sing for peace. Mm-hmm. And we do. And this is, you can see this is the patch that I'm working on for
nice.
Ukraine. And I'm picking pieces of the song and making them into graphics that can be put on jackets or put in frames or whatever. But I sang this out at the Ohio Viking Festival last year. And just previous to that, the Northeast Ohio Fantasy Fair, which were in the same place, run by the same people. I encountered a gentleman by the name of Vadim Gulyk. He was an extremely gifted photographer. He does a lot of fantasy photography and stuff. Yeah. He's out of DC, but he's from Ukraine. And so I asked if I could play the song for him, and I did. And he was crying and I was crying. It was wonderful. That was at the Fantasy Festival. Then when I came back for the Viking Festival, I was in my full pixie garb. I was Posey the Flower Pixie. And he came up to me and he said, please, can I ask, would you please sing that song again for me? And could I please wrap the Ukraine flag around you? I want to video it. So he had, high dollar equipment and videoed Pixie singing against this beautiful background of stars with the Ukraine flag. And so that went to Ukraine and to many other places as well. I seem to be constantly encountering people in the grocery store, in the parking lot, all sorts of places that have connection with Ukraine or are refugees from Ukraine. So we've had many moments where that little chant that was given to me reaches out and helps the people of Ukraine. And we're singing for peace all over the world. So I love being able to dance with the muse like that. It makes my heart sing all the time.
Say now, do you get recognized in your local community by people who have seen your videos or watched Enchantica?
Every now and then, it's. I know when I'm going to festivals and stuff, there are people that are coming up to me now saying, "Oh, I'm one of the people that watches Enchantica, and would you sing this for me, or can we sing this together?" Which is extremely cool, because that was part of the push for Enchantica. Here we are in lockdown, nobody can go anywhere, festivals are all canceled. What are we going to do? Mm-hmm. So we'll learn all these songs and we'll be able to sing these songs together when we're able to get back to festival. And that's actually starting to happen. So there is some recognition. And I've been in a crone circle here in the local area for a while. And the people out at Cleveland Pagan Pride know me well. And so, yeah, it does happen.
I'll say, seems how you and Sue are practically neighbors.
If you hear drums in the background, they're having a primal rhythm. Yep.
Practice session?
Yes. I love it.
I wonder what that was. So, yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's primal rhythm practicing. Sometimes I'll grab one of my whistles or my native flute and I'll sit back on the stairs and they'll be playing a really good riff on the drums and I'm sitting there playing along with them. So
cool.
Sue gets a kick out of it.
So you can tell her that basically their practice session got in on today's interview.
That's right. I'll let her know.
Cool, because she's in fact, she's due up next.
Awesome.
Because I had to reschedule with her, so she'll be coming up. Let's see, I think I've got her tomorrow. Yeah. So. All right, excellent. So now, I know that a lot of people are working on new CDs. Have you got one in the works, or is it pretty much all just been focusing on the Red album?
No, I've got another Enchantica that's on the board. And I've got another sort of a general pagan audience one on the board. I'm also planning one that is all instrumentals, and trying to work on one for Yule. So I think I actually have enough chance for 2 Enchantica CDs, but I'll get one out at a time.
Okay.
So yeah, there's stuff on the board, and I'll get them done as I'm able to. I mean, it's not cheap to put out a CD or.
No, I know it is.
But we're getting it done. I'm learning with every CD that I put out too. It's a great learning process, and it's great to look back and see my own evolution too.
Mm-hmm. Now, refresh my memory here. Now, do you put stuff out on Bandcamp?
Yes,
okay.
I do. I do have all of my stuff out on Bandcamp under Ginger Ackley.
One link that I completely forgot to grab because it just came to me. It's like, holy mackerel. It's like, okay, Bandcamp. All right. So I'll have to get that posted up. So you've got pretty much everything that you've got up on Bandcamp.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. Give me just a quick second here. I'm just going to bring that up here real quick so that I can get the link put up. Because, yeah, I know that pretty much everybody, well, okay, I shouldn't say everybody. Brian is the only exception. He uses Reverb Nation.
Yeah.
Now, do you have that under Virginia or is it Ginger Ackley?
Ginger.
Okay. All right. There we go. I got it. Okay. So, for those of you who are interested in finding her music, best way to do it is by going over to her Bandcamp, which I'm getting ready to post up right now. And there we go. So
Awesome.
that's what you want to go to pick up all of her music. You can do it. Have you got it both by digital downloads and also
Yes.
by albums?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Cool. So that'd be the place to go to, and you can you'll be able to listen to pretty much everything that she's got.
Yep.
And let's see. So the best way for people to make contact with you, what's the best ways for that?
Facebook or email. Either one is good. Facebook. I mean, you've got my Facebook running up there. That's friend me, message me. Let me know you're real, please. There seems to be like a whole spate of bots and fake people trying to get friended and so yeah, if you friend me and you send me a message and you say, have I told you about this company and what they're selling, I'll block you right then.
Yeah, I get those all the time too. So
yeah.
All right, dear. Well, I definitely appreciate you taking time out to come talk with me and giving us a chance to get caught up a little bit. And here again, yeah, I'll definitely be needing to get a couple of new intros put up.
Okay.
Seems how I've made some changes over here. But yeah, this year, if I can get things to work out the way I want, then I will be hitting the road, and I'll definitely make a serious attempt to get over to Eagle Cave so that I can spend time over there with you folks.
I think that would be wonderful. I think that would be really, really good.
Yeah, let's see. Now, where's that going to be at again?
Eagle Cave, Wisconsin.
Oh, Eagle Cave, Wisconsin. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to the Facebook group, and you can check it out.
Cool. I appreciate that. And so basically, in the meantime, be sure to check out Enchantica. And
it's every Wednesday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern time is Enchantica. And I've been doing it from my Virginia Ackley page. I'm hoping to learn about the StreamYard platform because Facebook's been rather difficult recently. So hopefully I'll be able to get it on StreamYard and folks can get it from all over.
I would definitely recommend that. And if you need assistance with that, feel free to reach out.
Thank you.
I mean, that's what I'm using all the time. So
awesome.
All right, dear. I will let you go for right now. And say hello to Sue for me and let her know that I'll be looking forward to talking with her tomorrow.
Awesome. That's great. All right. Thank you so much. And may your path be blessed.
And the same with you. And as usual, this has been another broadcast of the Pagan Artist Spotlight on National Pagan Network. And if you have questions for me directly, you can email me at earl@iapnradio.net or else through Iowa Pagan News at Gmail. And now that email is going to be changing now that it's pretty much, we're now known as just Pagan Artist Spotlight. So that email can be changing here soon. I will let everybody know once I have that changed over. But in the meantime, be sure to check out everything that we've got going on. If you'd like to donate both to Ginger and then also to myself, basically you can get all of her contact information to make donations directly to her, and then for Pagan Artist Spotlight, you can also get in touch with me, and you can also make donations directly to Iowa Pagan News at Gmail through PayPal. We also have Venmo as well, and so be sure to check that out on both the business page and also the website. Pleasant journeys, everyone. We're going to be out of here for the night. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back more tomorrow with Sue Balashek. So stay tuned for that one. Have a good night, folks.
Hi, this is Tracy.
We're on.
Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. All shows are recorded and available for download at plrdn.podbean.com. All rights are reserved and may not be replayed without written permission by IAPN Radio Management. Come join us at our new group, IAPN Radio on Facebook, where you can be kept up to date for future broadcasts. Pleasant journeys, everyone.